Hello and welcome to the Mattniverse. Today we're going to further explore HiveSwap Friendsim. It is time again to go to volume 14 to find two new friends that we can go play with. These kind of look a little interesting. One looks very serious, the other one's clowniness, of course. That's what it says. Volume 14 of Cleanliness and Clowniness. This is a dark world, both because it's night and because of the brutal struggle for survival among its, polyhemochromatic inhabitants. Okay, I think I got through that. Many of whom seem to thrive on havoc and carnage. You've been interested to see the Michelin Guide entry for Alternia. You're convinced that after a day here, Anne Rand would sign up with the Little Sisters of the Poor, Genghis Khan and Attila, and the Hun, Attila the Hun would join the Quakers, and Adolf Hitler would seek membership in the World Peace Council. Whew, Godwin's Law alert. Feeling a little dramatic tonight. There we go. Marsti, I guess, and Karoko. Interesting. Well, let's just go ahead and dive right in, shall we? Despite a certain sense of pervading existential gloom that you haven't managed to shake off even after communing with a possible oracle / secret agent, you are feeling pretty alright. No more brooding in your cliffside apartment, you have a fresh thirst this evening. A thirst for friendship. You wandered around a neighborhood you haven't seen in a while, just a few blocks from where you crash landed. Maybe you'll go pay a visit to the crash site of your ship, even though it's long since been stripped for parts by the local population. That's what happens when you leave it out in the middle of nowhere. People take stuff from it. Alright. Or maybe you'll try to find Diamond and say hi, though you're pretty sure he's still living the nomadic shrubbery lifestyle. You're just here for the nostalgia, honestly. Malice who? You hardly know her. Just then, from across the street, echo two voices raised in argument. Oh, okay, now we're down an alley. Nice taggings. I don't know what the purple one is. I guess that one's kinda like a moon, like the crown. Well, one is soft and murmuring, and one is loud and honking. A rust blood girl and purple blood guy are squared off in front of a patch of graffiti that blooms over the bricks like moss. The girl appears to be in the process of scrubbing it away. There's a mop bucket and a collection of sponges next to her. And I told you, this shit is sacred, motherfucking why can't I say this? Iconography, the purple blood is saying. So fuck the hell off, little red dumpling. The rust blood says something back that makes him laugh. The sacred iconography appears to be a collection of swear words and a couple of colorful renderings of certain sections of troll anatomy you have not yet had the chance to explore. The girl with the bucket wrings her sponge out and stares the clown down. Well, you assume she's staring him down. She's wearing big round goggles to match the bright rubber gloves pulled all the way up to her elbows. Despite the mop bucket, she looks more like a scientist from a B-grade horror movie than a janitor. The purple blood doesn't have any visible weapons on him, but that doesn't make him any less dangerous, and unless the girl has a blade in that mop handle, she's totally defenseless. You face this precise scenario more than once, but it doesn't get any easier. No matter how much self-confidence you earn or hardships you endure, life or death friendship decisions don't get any easier. Intervene or mind your own business for once in your life. I'm gonna go ahead and intervene. Might as well. Who are you kidding? You were never going to leave her to fend for herself. It's against your religion. Your religion of flexibly and ceaselessly searching for new buddies. You aren't making excuses for it anymore. You've decided to take what Boldier said to heart and just resign yourself to your fate. Well, that isn't exactly what she said, but a lot of it was confusing and spooky. You are half convinced she was just doing it for the mysterious aesthetic. You stride confidently toward the altercation, calling out a challenge to the rogue clown. Nobody messes with those less fortunate while you're on the case. I think I got slapped. Oh boy. And since it's been resoundingly too long since you've had a truly iconic and hilarious twist of fate befall you, As soon as you step up onto the sidewalk, the purple blood's fist connects with your head, and your head connects with the concrete. Well now. Clock. That's it. Yep, I'm down already. I guess I should mind my own business for once in my life. I was not expecting that. I thought intervening would have done a good thing. Nope, it kind of messed me up. Oopsies. Well, we'll go ahead and restart that then. Oh, man. Alright, mind your own business. Listen, you aren't the goddamn alien special forces. You aren't the friendship police. You can't afford to insert yourself in the middle of every single altercation in hopes that the drunken gamble of destiny will offer up new and greater connections onto your sore, tired ass. You aren't made of goodwill alone. Everybody needs breaks, man. You march casually by, hands behind your back. If you knew how to whistle, you would. Nothing to see here, folks. Feet smack the ground behind you and the girl runs by, surprisingly spry than the rubber boots. Not spry enough, apparently, because the high blood is hot on her heels. Nope, not helping. Definitely not. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. You already made your choice. You are not getting involved. At the last moment, you stick out your famous leg and the clown goes flying. Oh god. He hits the pavement hard, nose first. Son of a bitch! There you went and got involved. The high blood might be kissing the concrete, but he won't be for very long. It's tough to kill a clown. That you know. You take this opportunity to get the fuck out. Damn. You don't know anybody around here. Maybe you could run back to your stolen vehicle before... Too late. Hands grab you by the back of the hoodie, hauling you around the corner and into the shadows of an alleyway. Shit, the clown must have friends, and those friends must have circled around behind you. You open your mouth to scream. Don't scream. Not because you think anyone is going to help you, but just because you might as well. Of course. If you can't go out fighting, might as well go out making as much noise and being as obnoxious as possible. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. A rubber-gloved hand slaps over your mouth before you can get out more than a squeak. You taste soap. Ah, there you are. Chill. Stop struggling. I like the face. I like the nonchalant face after all of these words. That's great. That's a interesting quirk. It's the Rust Blood girl. She's taken the time you bought her and cashed in to make a refuge in an alleyway. The two of you had to hold still till the purple blood storms by, stomping and cursing and bleeding from a gash across his forehead. Ha! You did that. You did that. Your leg did that. You will never get over the rush you received from doing something cool and competent. Marsti holds on to you until the sound of his footsteps fade. You feel her heartbeat hammering against your back. She lets you go and slides away to the other side of the alley, as if an apology for being so close to you before. Her boots squeak. You take a few steps nearer so you don't have to shout to be heard. You thank her for helping you. You are both just all about helping, apparently. You decided not to mention the part where you tried very hard not to get involved. Yeah. You didn't have to do that. Actually, you shouldn't have. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm perfectly capable of tripping my own clowns. Okay. You tell her you have no doubt that's true. Even if she doesn't have a sword in her mop handle, she seems to be have a very good pair of legs. And she's gone. Mentioning her mop appears to remind her that she left all her cleaning equipment out on the street. She takes her furtive glance back down the way the guy had gone, then heads back toward the graffiti. You scamper to keep up. I said that's so weird. You scamper to keep up. You shouldn't be alone in this place. Not that I really can summon much gumption to care beyond this one walk down the street. But did you come here to die? Because that's what's going to happen if you keep this shit up. What's your deal? You don't know about your deal. You've worked really hard not to consider your deal at all. But the existential radio static that prickles at the base of your neck when you think about your deal is astoundingly unpleasant. Attempting to change the subject, you ask her if she shouldn't get out of here while she has the chance. Is that bucket really that important to her? Marsti looks at you with a certain eyebrow raise that you're well accustomed to by now. Oh shit. You just put your foot in it again, culture-wise. You wish you could find a book with a crash course on Alternia, or at least a decent Wikipedia article, but it's not like there's any helpful Earth Guide for Idiots. At least, you never heard of one. Besides, things are definitely different depending where you are on Earth, geographically. You imagine it's the same for Alternia. You feel positively nauseated at the idea of having to learn a whole new set of social norms. You just stay in this particular city, thank you very much. Do I care about my bucket? That's kind of a weird way to phrase it. I care about it as much as the next person who doesn't want to get cold. Also, spreadries? What? Don't grow on coniferous fauna. She tosses the discarded sponges back into the bucket. You bend down to help, but she stops you with a sardonic glance. Most of her glances are sardonic, but this one especially so. She goes back to work on the graffiti. If you're going to hang around, you could make yourself less useless. Watch and make sure that high blood doesn't come back. Oh yeah, for sure. You could totally do that. Of course. You won't be able to actually do anything if he comes back. Where's Ramil when you need her? Maybe you could use your own limp corpse to slow the clown down. Not that you know Marsti well enough to yet to love the idea of sacrificing yourself for her. I don't know. Must be looking a little too quick. Man, character development is great. Not immediately going to your death is great. Though that thought sends a creepy wash of anxiety along your spine. You don't understand it, so you tried to distract yourself. You ask Marsti if she just cleans graffiti, or if she has other jobs. Okay, well, maybe not jobs. You know nobody on Alternia who actually has an actual job. Whatever I'm feeling, mostly. Today I was feeling getting rid of this incredibly ugly piece of shit drawing. Tomorrow I might be feeling dirty front doormats. Depends on my mood. Yeah, you def get that. You're also a person of mercurial moods. Do you seek out new friends tonight, or go on one of your standby pals? Sometimes the universe just sweeps in and decides for you. Yeah, well, you are extremely weird and focused on weird shit, but also kind of magnetic at the same time. I've heard that before. I draw in friends like it's, none of my business. It's freaking me out. Wow, thank you. Marsti dunks her sponge back into the bucket. Or squirdery, right? Buckets are dirty. The drones don't make it down here very often, so there's a lot of shit to scrub. You tell her it's cool that she likes cleaning so much. Where you're from, physical labor is considered morally virtuous, but also kinda looked down on. Fuck, maybe you could use a cultural handbook your own damn self. Who said anything about liking it? Who made the rule that I can only do what I like? She slams the sponge down hard into the squirtery, getting water down the front of her apron. This is just what I do. What, do you like wandering around in someone else's hoodie? Accosting strangers? Kind of. Sometimes? You didn't choose the friend life chose you. But Marsti isn't a stranger in a strange world like you are. She's got horns and gray skin and everything. You realize she's a rusty, but come on. Oh yeah? How many burgundies do you know exactly? Well, one. And he is interesting in, meat. Yep. But he's pretty enthusiastic about it. One might say, over-enthusiastic. You think I'm not enthusiastic? She scrubs harder to show you just how enthusiastic she can be. A delicate calligraphy-based rendering of the word globe gobbler disappears beneath her soapy hands. Okay, maybe Diamond is not the greatest example of someone enjoying their hobbies in a healthy and natural way, but you know plenty of other lowbloods with cool hobbies. Skyla, Chixie, Sarava. Am I supposed to know who these idiots are? Ow. Not all lowbloods know each other. Oh man, that's not what you meant at all. I'm not going to explain my life story to some random alien. Are you going to help or not? Oh, well, you thought you were supposed to be keeping an eye out for clowns. Yeah, well instead you're asking me invasive questions. Oh, yep. So now help me scrub. Despite these mixed signals, you pick up a sponge and start cleaning. This is actually a lot harder work than it looks like, and your back and shoulders begin to ache immediately. If Marsti does this every day, she must be ripped under that jacket. Okay. She stops talking and you just clean alongside her, worried that you really screwed things up. You don't know how to fix it. The graffiti is quickly disappearing between your combined efforts. You aren't sure how much longer she's going to put up with you after that. You've got to pull out the big friendship guns, and fast. You ask, in your characteristically smooth style, what she's doing after this. Any plans? Just hypothetically. Who knows? Probably I'll just look for more shit to clean. Well, it just so happens you know a lot of dirty places. Just exceptionally filthy. Oh yeah? Where? Try uptown, try downtown. Try uptown, just for fun. It just so happens that you have connections. Uptown girls, and boys. You asked Marsti how'd she like to clean her mansion. I guess that could be cool. What are you thinking? Oh, now we're back at our stall. We need to get this window fixed. I'm sure the bug doesn't like to have a broken window either. Well, first of all, you want to bring your new friend to a swank stolen car. Marsti doesn't seem that interested, although she does comment that she's never been in a scuttle buggy. Then she begins picking up the crumbs from your back seat. Wow. You tell her she doesn't have to clean up after you. Bold of you to assume I'm doing it for you. You shrug. Whatever. You've come to accept that some of your friends are just fundamentally difficult to understand. Some days you really think you're beginning to get it, and the next you remember that alien isn't just your immigration status. Marsti stares out the window. The house is getting bigger and grander. The car passes beneath an archway and a light sweeps over the two of you. Marsti stiffens. You tell her not to worry. It's just a sensor to discern your blood color. Malik gave you a plug-in to scramble it. No stress. Must be nice to have friends in high places. Yeah, it's nice. I got pretty much a friend in every tier, really. Low blood, mid blood, and high blood. I got them all. You ask Marsti where she lives. Wherever I feel like. Depends. So she's just like Diamond. Her hive was destroyed, or possibly up a tree like Boldier. Although it's possible she was just fucking with you. I wish you'd stop comparing me to people like I should know what you're talking about. And no, my hive is fine. It just gets boring cleaning the same fucking building over and over again. Okay. You get how that could be cool, going from place to place, like Diamond goes after for meat and Kalinol and Asjaha look for people to kill. Everyone here seems to weirdly obsessive and hyper-fixated. Maybe that's what happens when you bring up a bunch of kids in a robot-regulated world where the only rule is don't get cold and, by the way, some of you are inherently inferior. Have fun. Yeah. As you get closer to Zebra's hive, you begin to get chilly strud pods. What if he tries to make you and Marsti into one of his, guests? He has that weird thing for low bloods. You figure she'll be safe if she's with you, but you aren't always the best at making good decisions when you have more than one friend to deal with at once. True. The sight of Zebra's Lucis glaring at you from an upstairs window clenches it. You can't take another condescending stare from Zebra Dad. Where are we going? I hope you aren't talking about this pathetic mess on the seat. Barely worth my time. You could make a better mess, you swear. Ugh, no. I don't want a staged mess. Fuck. Okay. Who do you know who is a kind of slob, but also not a total piece of shit? Ah, going here, huh? Goat Dad lets you go in. Goat Dad lets you in with a hysterically happy bleat. Aw, missed you too, Goat Dad. Marsti weathers his snuffling and nuzzles, and he tries to eat one of her rubber gloves. She scratches him behind the ears as a distraction. She gently removes the glove from his mouth. I need these, actually. You call to Gale, still calling him by that, but he doesn't respond. Maybe he's out. The coffee pot is half full, but it's cold. Goat Dad bleats and butts you gently. Aw, poor guy. Are you lonely? Has Gale been neglecting you now that he has a hate boyfriend? Boy. Marsti is a little more uncomfortable here than she had been in your car, but when she catches a sight of Gale's study, all of that sloughs off. It's even more of a mess than it had been last time you were here, when he'd been trying to impress you with his intellectual clutter. She gets down to work immediately, stacking books alphabetically and sorting papers into piles by subject. You know Gale is an A-type personality who will probably go briefly ballistic at the knowledge someone has messed with his stuff, but Marsti is just so organized and thorough. You feel sort of weird about standing here and watching her clean, so you gather up all the used dishes and bring them into the kitchen. When you're done with that, you figure you'll just try to be entertaining. You ask her if she's seen any movies recently. Since you've made friends with Zabid and started hanging out with Tagiri's anime club, you've been exposed to multiple cultural touchstones. Yeah, I don't really watch much TV. Don't worry, I don't need to be entertained. Okay, I just feel useless being here then. What am I doing? She kneels down to start dusting beneath the couch. I know you think I'm basic, and that's fine. I don't really give a shit what anyone thinks. Let alone a condescending alien with no blood color to speak of. Ow, yeah, yikes. So if you don't mind, crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh no. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch? What the hell is that noise? Oh god. And there you go again, getting swept in by your friendship endeavor and totally beefing it. You forgot about Goat Dad's propensity for nomming on anything within reach, and you spent the last 10 minutes happily munching on several leather-bound notebooks. Gale's experimental work rumpuses. Fuck, he loves those. He's going to murder you. To smoother another layer on this farce, the front door creaks open and Gale's voice rings out. Oh god. Calling to Goat Dad, who lets out an exciting bleat and scampers off, trailing little white scraps. Oh man, he's gonna kill me. Marsti looks it from you to the front of the house and down at the paper trail. Then she's out the window and off down the hill, because though basic she may be, she's no idiot. Yep, that's probably a good idea. And I'm left all by myself. And he's behind me. That's great. Yep, she's gone. Maybe it would have been better just to go to Zebra's house, even though weird it may have been. Oh, that sucks. Well, that was fun. Very interesting. She does not like me, though. It's like, what else am I supposed to do? She doesn't get entertained very easily, it seems. Well, let's try downtown. Maybe that might help. You suggested this place sure looks ripe for some serious power cleaning, cause, wow, filthy. Yeah, I guess. I was planning on cleaning down here anyway. The Jones mostly take care of the high blood neighborhoods. Interesting. Zebra had low bloods cleaning for him, but maybe he's an exception. Hey, I'm not here to explain cultural dynamics to you. At least not for free. Ow. Okay. You consider mentioning that you are the main character, and thus totally deserving of cultural exposition, but you doubt she'd take that well. Yeah, probably. Also, it's kind of a weird thing to say, so never mind that. It'll never explain that you're a main character in anything. Everybody's gonna be like, what are you talking about? It's not a story, it's not a game. It is in his case. You show Marsti an alley you recognize, the one with the incinerator where Polypa had gotten rid of her assassination disguise. Here, maybe? Too easy. Okay, well, what about this stretch of road where Ramil killed a dude? There's still quite a bit of purple blood spattered about. Pretty good. But no, I don't have the right outfit for blood. Okay, Jesus, Becky, yeah. Oh, sorry. Are my personal preferences inconveniencing you? No, but you aren't used to this shit taking so long to pop off. Usually you've made a friend by this point, or you've been killed. You've been killed before? What are you, a pur beast? 9 lives? In retrospect, that was also a pretty weird thing to say. You meant it as a metaphor. Sometimes your internal monologue gets out of hand and spills out into your interlocution. Ugh. It spills out into your interlocution. Oh, that just sounds so weird when I say that. Whatever, dude. And she's gone again. You're considering just bringing her back to your place to clean up the mess you've made there, when you realize Marsti is no longer with you. You turn around to find her gazing down an adjacent street into an empty lot. The place gives you a brief twinge of recognition, before it fizzles away to nothing. Probably just deja vu. Yeah, oh yeah, I've been here before. This is, I think it was Brody, where she died? Yeah. At first you didn't notice the person sitting on the tire pile, because without her other half, her silhouette is underwhelming. Oh, goody. Follicle, great to see you. Oh, fantastic. Hey, Normie. Oh, hi, Follicle. It's been a while. She might notice that you are a whole lot less normal than you used to be. They're right. They're weird as hell. Hey, you were also like 80% more confident than you used to be. You don't back down from insults. Perhaps Marsti is the one who is weird, because she's the one who is so fucking into cleaning up after people. That's really strange. Hey, that's a little judgy. Yeah, for real. Now I'm being double teamed. Thanks. That's a bad place to go. Oh, you'd have been expecting Follicle to join you in mocking Marsti. You didn't want to be too mean or anything. You were just really sick of having your intelligence insulted considering stuff you absolutely could have no way of knowing about. You just wanted to make her look like an asshole. But like usual, it seems to be a fact you were the one who was the asshole. Marsti seems to agree. Yeah, maybe go fuck yourself a little bit. Ouch. Okay. You apologize. You didn't mean that. You just experience pilot confusion when there's too many friends in one place. You're sorry. You didn't mean to insult her hobby, but she actually doesn't really seem too into it. You were just trying to help. You know plenty of lowbloods who do all sorts of activities. Oh yeah? Who? Well, Follicle, for instance. She trolls. Wait, you need another word. She and her boyfriend, harass people. And they seem to enjoy that. Also, there's Skyland, Chixie, and Sarava. They all excel in their fields, to a certain extent. Right. So how's that going for them? Well, you deflate somewhat. Chixie gets skeeved on all the time, and Skyla constantly has to defend her home, and Lucis against thieves. Sarava literally had to gouge out their own eye and downplay their psychic power. Vicar, well, near you can tell, Vicar is having a great time falling off cliffs and imagining the, oh god, firmament above. I guess he's still doing that. Okay, I mean, that one time he fell, looked like he broke a few bones, but I guess he still does it. Alright. He might be an outlier and therefore shouldn't be counted. While you're working through your apparent classism through navel-gazing monologue, Marsti is checking Follicle out, like, really checking her out. Who the fuck are you? Follicle slaps Marsti's hand away. Keep your fronds to yourself. Marsti raises her goggles up to her forehead. You've got void rot. No shit, Troll Sherlock. Marsti gives her another once-over. She looks impressed. You honestly can't blame her. If Marsti likes grimy things, well, Follicle is right up her alley. Dirt Eldorado. Okay. Selfishly, you wish you'd met Marsti back when you were on the wreck at the beginning of your adventure. You're filthy. And you have no idea what you're talking about. Also, fuck you, of course. Marsti touches on her forehead, slowly this time, so as not to take her by surprise. Follicle resembles a nervous little bug trying to decide whether or not to scuttle away. Did you think that dirt helped keep you insulated? It's actually the opposite of that. If you were less grimy, the energy transfer would be easier. Alright, Kumkra isn't here. Kumkrum isn't here, which means her giant battery isn't here either. Yeah, I sent him out for takeout. I needed a break. But wouldn't she, die? Not instantly. Does her husk top die as soon as you unplug it? What are you, a fucking void rot scholar? What do you know? I know lots of things. You asked Marsti if she's interested in medicine, and her face just went, hell no she isn't. Maybe she can get into that. Marsti rounds you in a stark irritation. This is the most emotion she's shown since you've met her. Yeah, it is. Whatever you're trying to do here, stop. I'm not stupid. What do you think they'd say if I applied to a medic off-planet? They'd laugh their asses off and hand me a saturated scrub pole. And that's if they're feeling generous. This is what I do, so let me do it. Chastened and uncharacteristically speechless, you nod and let Marsti turn back to Follicule. You really don't want to just leave it like that, but maybe the truly friendly thing here would be to less trying to improve your friend's life and just letting them live it. Diamond had told you much the same thing, all those months ago. That he's planning to just keep his head down and try to stay alive. It's not uplifting, but maybe not everything has to be. Marsti gives Follicule some advice as the best way to make sure her body retains as much energy as possible. Follicule groans, and you're pretty sure that if she had eyes, she'd be rolling them. You do notice, however, that she listens. And she's gone. Marsti starts back down the sidewalk after that, pushing her Scrudgery in front of her. After a moment's hesitation, you follow, half expecting for her to get mad again. Bye, Follicule, I guess. Instead, she just slows down so you can catch up. She pulled her goggles back down over her eyes. You think they're probably more there for social reasons than protective ones. Sheepishly, you apologize for being a busybody back there. You're just really used to wanting to help people out. Kind of for selfish reasons, friendship reasons, but still. Yeah, it's fine. No hard feelings. You just like fixing things when they're busted, or when you busted them through your own chronic idiocy. Sometimes you just got to do what you can, but you think Marsti might understand that a little bit. Yeah, I think I might. Hey, sometimes it be like that. Yeah, it is a big mop, but as long as it works. That was cool. Meeting Follicule again was interesting. At least, maybe she can help Follicule a little bit. She did give her some advice about the whole cleaning herself up to help better transfer energy, I guess. I don't know how long Follicule can survive without Comprom. But then when I tried to, pass energy, it didn't work. Yeah, I pretty much killed myself. So, yeah, Comprom is a good battery source. Just, hopefully he gets back in time to give her, more power. I don't know how much power that... What was his color? I forgot what his color was. It's been quite a while. I don't remember what color Comprom was, but... Like, how much battery power, or powers, do they have? Is it like an unlimited supply, or is it like a certain amount? I don't know. Might be like unlimited, just gotta recharge it a bit, Can't use it all. Very interesting, though. But that was a very interesting character, though. All about cleanliness. And the next one is clowniness, even though I kinda met a clown before. I guess this one's different. I'll see. At least I don't have to go to clown church, I guess. I hope not. Not again. I don't want to almost die. Oh, boy. But that was very interesting, so we'll go see the next person the next time. So thank you for joining me for this episode. I'll see you guys for the next adventure. Bye.